and welcome to Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different sporting arenas. The cricket fever is still on, so in the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest details that you need to know about today's T20 between Afghanistan and India. We will also get you the latest on the run-up to Olympic Games. First up, the top headlines of the hour. Afghanistan's T20I Tour of India begins from today onwards. First T20I to be played at Mohali's Punjab Cricket Association Stadium. Virat Kohli to join from second, while Rashid Khan remains absent from Afghanistan's squad. Rhythm Sangwan bags India's 16th quota place in shooting for Paris Olympics. With this, India secures highest ever quota in the sport of shooting, raising medal hopes at the upcoming Summer Games. And in EFL CUOP, Liverpool beat Fulham in semi-finals first leg. Cody Gakpo and Curtis Jones rallied the Reds to another victory of the year. First up, let's talk about cricket. Well, India will take on Afghanistan in the first of the three-match T20 international series in Mohali on Thursday. But both the sides are bereft of their star players. While India's batter Virat Kohli would be unavailable for the first match due to personal reasons, Afghanistan all-rounder Rashid Khan has been ruled out due to an injury. Here's a report that tells you all about today's match. Take a look.
India will face Afghanistan in the first of the three-match T20 series in Mohali on Thursday. Both the sides have lost star players due to different reasons. While India's batsman Virat Kohli would be unavailable for the first match due to personal reasons, he will be back for the second and third games of the series. On the other hand, Afghanistan all-rounder Rashid Khan will miss the series as he needs more time to recover from a lower back injury that required a surgery. Afghanistan's spin attack will be led by Mujib-ur-Rahman, Mohammad Nabi, while Noor Ahmed, Qais Ahmed and Sharafuddin Ashraf will share the burden. Afghanistan's most recent assignment was a 2-1 T20 international series win over the UAE. Afghanistan will be keen to build on their gains from the 2023 ODI World Cup. They will play 9 T20 internationals between now and the T20 World Cup. Meanwhile, India's coach Rahul Dravid confirmed that Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal are the first choice openers. With Virat Kohli not available for the game, Shubman Gill could bat at number 3. The series marks the final leg of India's preparations for the T20 World Cup in 2024. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are back in the T20 international squad for the first time since India's semi-final loss to England in 2022. Batsmen Suryakumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya are injured, while Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj have been rested. It will be interesting to see what the Indian playing 11 would be like. Indore and Bangalore will host the second and third T20 internationals on January 14th and 17th. Sports Desk, TD India.
Former India wicketkeeper and batter Dinesh Kartik will assist the England Lions' preparations in India later this week after being included in the squad's coaching setup for the first 9 days of the tour. Kartik, whose international career includes roles in 2 tours of England in 2007 and 2018, as well as the 2019 World Cup, has since gone on to forge a successful career in the media, including as a commentator for Sky Sports. As a batting consultant, he will help to impart his knowledge of Indian conditions during his stint with the squad, working under the head coach Neil Killen and alongside the full-time assistants Richard Dawson and Carl Hopkinson, as well as Graeme Swann, the former England spinner, who will join the tour as a mentor. Moving on to shooting ranges now. Rhythm Sangwan became the 6th Indian shooter to win a Paris Olympics quota with a bronze medal in 25-meter sports pistol category at the Asia qualifiers on Thursday. And now with Rhythm's qualification, Indian shooters bagged a total number of 16 quota for Paris Olympics, the highest number of quota till now, surpassing the previous record of 15 quota that they bagged in Tokyo. Here's a report.
Over the past few editions, the number of Indian athletes at the Summer Olympics has steadily increased, At Tokyo 2020, the Indian contingent was made up of 124 athletes, the largest that the country had sent to the Games. India also won 7 medals, the biggest haul in a single Olympics. However, at the Paris Olympics, India will expect more athletes to qualify and increase the medal haul. In a huge development, Indian shooters has managed to bag 16 quotas for the Paris Olympics so far, country's highest ever, surpassing previous best of 15 quotas in Tokyo. Rhythm Sangwan became the 16th Indian shooter to win a Paris Olympic quota place with a bronze medal in the 25-meter sports pistol event at the Asian Championship, an Olympic qualifying event in Jakarta. The 20-year-old Rhythm, who hails from Haryana and was a part of the team that won the 25-meter sports pistol gold at the Hangzhou Asian Games last year, along with Isha and Manu Bhaker, shot 28 in the final to settle for bronze. This is Rhythm's second bronze medal in the ongoing Asian Olympic qualifiers after she finished third in the 10-meter air pistol event on Monday, with Isha clinching gold. This is the third Olympic quota place for India here at Jakarta after Isha Singh and Varun Tomar bagged the 10-meter air pistol women's and men's sports on Monday. The 16 shooters to qualify for Paris are Bhavnish Mendiratta, Rudransh Patil, Swapnil Kusle, Akhil Shoron, Mehuli Ghosh, Sift Kaur Samra, Rajeshwari Kumari, Sarabjot Singh, Arjun Babuta, Tilotama Sen, Manu Bhaker, Anish Bhanwala, Shriyanka Sadangi, Varun Tomar, Isha Singh and Rhythm Sangwan. During the 2016 Olympics in Rio, India had won 12 quotas but could not manage to win any medals. In London, India bagged 11 quotas and won 2 medals. Indian shooting has been on a meteoric rise in the past couple of years, with several young marksmen from the nation excelling at the highest level, winning titles at the ISSF World Cups, Commonwealth Games and the Asian Games, and the nation will hope that this time the shooting contingent is able to show their true prowess.
Moving on to tennis courts now. Novak Djokovic and Iga Swiatek have been confirmed as the top seeds in men's and women's singles category at this year's first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open. The Australian Open will be held from the 14th of January and it will go on till the 28th. World number 1 and 10-time winner Novak Djokovic will lead the men's group, followed by Carlos Alcaraz. Djokovic has set a 42-0 record, whereas Russia's Daniil Medvedev, the two-time runners-up, and at least Jannik Sinner have been seeded 3rd and 4th in the Australian Open seedings. In women's singles category, defending champion Aryna Sabalenka is the 2nd seed behind world number 1 Iga Swiatek. Last year's runner-up Elena Rybakina and defending US Open champion Coco Gauff are 3rd and 4th seeds at the Australian Open seedings. So the players are all geared up for the first Grand Slam of the year. Defending men's singles champion Djokovic seeks an unprecedented 11th title at Melbourne, while Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus aims to retain the women's trophy. Varsha Kotwal has a detailed report. Take a look. The first Grand Slam of the year is here, and fans are all set to flock the Melbourne. In a bold move, the Australian Open 2024 is all set to kick-start on the 14th of January, deviating from its traditional Monday start. The tournament's extended duration of 15 days aims to prevent late-night finishes, ensuring a smoother and more viewer-friendly experience for tennis fans. Qualifying battles will commence on the 8th of January as players would vie for coveted spots in the main draw, requiring triumphs in 3 qualifying matches. The women's singles final is scheduled to take place on the 27th of January, while the men's final will conclude on the 28th of it. Defending men's singles champion Novak Djokovic seeks an unprecedented 11th title in Melbourne. The Serbian star is the top seed, facing stiff competition from Spain's rising star Carlos Alcaraz, Russia's Daniil Medvedev and Italy's Jannik Sinner.
Meanwhile, Arina Sabalenka of Belarus aims to retain women's trophy, seeded second after Poland's Iga Świątek. Women's field showcases American sensation Coco Gauff, 2022 Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina, and a determined Emma Raducanu making strides in a comeback journey after wrist and ankle surgeries. The Australian Open singles draw is set for the 11th of January, featuring 128 players with 32 being seeded. Seedings, determined by players' world rankings, aim to ensure competitive matchups while preventing clashes of top contenders in the early rounds. The draw event marks the beginning of an exciting fortnight of intense competition and gripping tennis action down under. Varsha Kotwal's report for DD India.
We're going for a short break, but still to come on Sports Bus. Police officers paraded on open-top buses through Paris ahead of the upcoming Paris Olympics 2024.
The magic of Ayodhya, where spirituality meets architectural grandeur. Immerse yourself in the majestic beauty of the Ram Temple, an awe-inspiring symbol of devotion and cultural heritage. Explore its intricate details from the towering spires to the sacred sanctorum. Watch Ayodhya, the marvel of architecture, on Friday 8:30 p.m. IST only on DD India.
Voice of a rising aspirational world. Stories of challenges, struggles and accomplishment. A world battling conflict, hunger and poverty. Embracing growth, development, science and technology. A voice of progress, a voice of unity. Watch Voice of the Global South with me, Akshay Dongre, only on DD India.
Experience the magic of Ayodhya, where spirituality meets architectural grandeur. Immerse yourself in the majestic beauty of the Ram Temple, an awe-inspiring symbol of devotion and cultural heritage. Explore its intricate details from the towering spires to the sacred sanctorum. Watch Ayodhya, the marvel of architecture, on Friday 8:30 p.m. IST only on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Sports Pass with me, Deepika. Now let's go back to our top story and talk about cricket as Narayan Singh joins us from Newsroom. Good evening, Narayan. Thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Pass. First, let's talk about tonight's T20 International between India and Afghanistan. The cricket fever is still on. But when we talk about the coach, the manager who said that the spinners, the Afghanistani spinning attack would be a little troublesome for India. What is your take on that? Would India be able to manage that spin? Narayan, can you hear me? There seems to be some technical error with the patching Narayan for this conversation. But as we were talking about the India versus Afghanistan match, the head coach said that the spinning attack of Team Afghanistan would be a little troublesome. But it would be really interesting to see on how Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal are planning to open tonight's game against Afghanistan. Although in an upset for the Virat Kohli fans especially, Virat Kohli would not be available for tonight's match due to his personal reasons. But on the other hand, Rashid Khan is also not there for Afghanistani side. In that case, it would be really interesting to see that how the match is going to be poised between India and Afghanistan T20 international series we are talking about. And also when we talk about the pitch, it is there in Mohali. Punjab Cricket Association Stadium is the stadium where the match will be played. Let's go across to Narayan once again and try to connect with him. Narayan, can you hear my voice now?
Yeah, Deepika, I can hear you.
Yes, Narayan, thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Pass. Now, when we talk about the India and Afghanistan match, the manager said that the spin attack would be really a challenge for Team India. What do you think? Would India be able to stand tall in front of Afghanistan when we talk about Afghanistan's spin attack?
Deepika, if we talk about the India, always they like to play in the subcontinent conditions. In the past also we know that our players are very well versed against the spin, and right now Rashid Khan is not the part of the scheme for the Afghanistan team because he is just nursing his back injury. So in that case the other spinners will be there, Nabi will be there. So we all know that how good the Indian players are playing at the spins, but the most important challenge is for that our young bowlers, our fast bowler Avesh Khan and Mukesh Kumar, who are there in the absence of, because the frontline pacers like we get Mohammad Siraj and Bumrah were rested for this series, and we are hoping that this will continue, and we can say that it's a good time for our cricket, considering the fact that the T20 World Cup will be played this year, and it's a time of less than 5 months left, and between them India has only these 3 matches to play. If we talk about Afghanistan, there will be 9 matches for them from now and to the start of the T20 World Cup in June. And in that sense, it will be a great opportunity for them to sort out their playing 11 and fine-tune their squad. And after this 3-match series, India will play the IPL, where they will just try to figure out more players for the T20 World Cup. And in that sense, we are hoping that it will be a good opportunity for both the teams to play and sort out their squad.
When we talk about experimenting with the combinations, Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal are likely to open today's match against Afghanistan. Do you think is it going to work for Team India? Narayan, are you getting my voice? All right, there seems to be a connection error right now. But in Sports Pass, let's move on and get you all the updates from the football pitches. Curtis Jones and Cody Gakpo scored 3 minutes apart as Liverpool fought back from a goal down to beat Fulham by 2-1 in the first leg of their League Cup semi-final. Fulham threatened to hand the record 9-time League Cup winners their first home defeat across all competitions this season after Willian scored. Now capitalizing on Virgil van Dijk's poor clearance, the Brazilians slotted home from the edge of the 6-yard box between keeper Koeman Kelleher's legs. Now Premier League leading Liverpool team dominated possession and finally got the better of Fulham's well-organised backline when Jones netted. Substitute Gakpo fired Liverpool in front. Liverpool will now travel to Craven Cottage for the second leg on the 24th of January. Staying on soccer, Barcelona coach Xavi Hernandez hopes winning the Spanish Super Cup will be the turning point that revives the La Liga title challenge. Osasuna faces Barcelona in the semi-finals of the Spanish Super Cup on Thursday. Well, Barcelona are third in the table, which is 7 points behind leaders Real Madrid, and they need a lift after a sobering home La Liga loss to Girona last month. Osasuna are 12th in the league and have not beaten Barcelona since the year 2020. The Super Cup final will take place on Sunday.
It's for the title. There are no small titles to us. A title is a title. Last year we won 2 titles, and when was the Super Cup? We won it in style, playing extraordinary soccer in the final, and this was marvelous last session. So you have to go after that click, as I call it. It is another title and we want to get to the final and win it, but step by step.
On the other hand, Osasuna coach Jagoba Arrasate says that his side will try to seize a historic moment as they face Barcelona in the semi-finals of the Spanish Super Cup.
Yes, it is something historic for the club, and that's how we look at it. It's like a continuation of last year, and I want to thank the players who helped to make it so that we can be here now. And now that we are here, we have to go for it. We know it is a short competition, 2 matches against amazing opponents, but that does not take away from our hope to win.
Moving on to update on Paris Olympics. Well, police officers paraded on open-top buses through Paris to urge the authorities to accelerate talks about labour conditions and also the pay during the 2024 Olympics that is to be held in the French capital. The police unions have already called for a January the 18th strike to voice their discontent ahead of the Games. Starting in late July, the Olympics are set to put further strain on Paris's workforce amid heightened security threats and chronic staffing shortages at police, hospitals and public transport. Now, some 30,000 police officers and soldiers will be mobilized to secure the opening ceremony on the 26th of July, when some 600,000 people are expected to watch the athletes and delegations sail along the Seine River.
Les agents de ministère de l'Intérieur d'être partout, sauf qu'en fait on leur dit pas comment ils vont être.
All agents of the Interior Ministry have been asked to be everywhere, but they are not told how to be everywhere, and those who cannot be there aren't told how their time will be organized. Today, their state of mind is not 100% in the condition for us to be present at the Olympic Games. That is precisely the point of this social dialogue. And we today are alerting our authorities to tell them, be careful, the police do not think they are ready.
An update on Real Madrid. Real Madrid defeated Atletico Madrid by 5-3 in extra time in a pulsating battle to make it to the Spanish Super Cup finale. Atletico opened the scoring from a Mario Hermoso header, but Real fought back through Antonio Rudiger and Ferland Mendy before Antonio Griezmann equalized with a brilliant long-range strike. A bad mistake by Real goalkeeper Kepa, whose attempt at a clearance hit teammate Rudiger and bounced into the back of the net, restored Atletico's lead, but Dani Carvajal struck to take the match into extra time. Now, with the penalty shootout looming, a header bounced off Stephen Savage into Atletico's net 5 minutes from the end of extra time. In the last play of the match, Brahim Diaz finished off a counter-attack into an empty net. Real will face the winners of Thursday's semi-finals between Barcelona and Osasuna in the finals in Riyadh on Sunday.
Obviously, the team is really happy. I think we need to relax because it was a back and forth match that was really exciting. But there are still 90 minutes to win the title, and that's our objective. It is nothing new. It is in Real Madrid's DNA. That is a good lesson for the younger players who have come back. The team never gives up. We can lose, but never give up.
I think we had a very good game in the first 90 minutes. There were some very specific things we can improve on, but it felt like we were always present, always engaged and strong throughout the match. And then unfortunately, they managed to score the equalizer, which was well deserved. It was a good play and showed resilience on their part.
Former England manager Ericsson has said that he's been diagnosed with cancer and has a year to live in a best-case scenario. The 75-year-old led England through the World Cup finals in 2002 and 2006, losing in the quarter-finals on both the occasions. In February last year, Ericsson stepped down from his role at Swedish club due to health issues. Despite only losing 5 competitive games, Ericsson's time in charge of England was a rollercoaster ride with some superb performances on the field, accompanied by scandals off the pitch as well. The Swede also coached club teams such as Benfica, AS Roma and Manchester City in a glittering managerial career that spanned 4 decades. We wish him the best of times that he can ever have in the rest of the days. And with this, it's a wrap here on Sports Bus, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.